Support for Radio Friends comes from Columbia Healthy Smiles, the dental office of husband and wife team Dr. Batson and Dr. Abe, offering comprehensive and customized care to patients of all ages. Learn more by calling 573-721-9039 or online at www.columbiahealthysmiles.com. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Wednesday, December the 9th. Here we are in wintertime, but we're going to talk about plants in spring and summer. And Nadia Navarrete-Tindall is with us, our native plant expert. Good to have you here, Nadia.
Yeah, thank you, as always.
Yeah, now you wanted to deal with native plants. Of course, that's your specialty, is native plants. Mm-hmm. And we are so fortunate to have so many beautiful, beautiful plants here in Missouri that are native to our environment.
Yeah, and it's because we are close to winter, I wanted to talk what people can do in winter time with their plants.
Okay.
Like to start with, before in the program we have talked about asking people to leave them alone, mm-hmm. because there is a reason for that. It's just that plants can be very useful for birds and insects in the winter.
Yeah.
Just leave them alone.
And sometimes, but people want to clean up the yard and they want to take out the dead plants, but you're saying just let them stay there. Maybe they look a little unsightly, but the birds are benefiting from them.
Yeah, and I brought some pictures for you to see here. We'll explain to those that are not seeing us right now. But it's just some examples. Like this is New England Aster, the one that is still blooming. This photo was taken at a garden at the university, mm-hmm. and it's still, if this was about a week ago.
Okay, so for people listening on the radio, if you're seeing it on television, you know what we're talking about. On the radio, this is New England Aster, and other asters all mixed in, and they're kind of purple bluish color.
Yes.
And they are still blooming at this time of the year?
Yeah, because they're protected by 2 buildings. So
okay,
that's
because I was going to say, on my property, they're all gone.
Yes, but next to your garden, we still have some blooming. And at this point, you already have seeds forming, and you still have, so the plant keeps blooming. Mm-hmm. But in the next pictures, we're gonna describe what happens later in the
Okay,
winter.
and this is a picture of Dittany in the snow.
Yeah, this is, of course, this is a picture that I took last year in our yard in Colombia. Yes, it's a little Dittany. It's actually an edible plant that can be used instead of oregano.
Oh, Dittany you can use instead of, it tastes like oregano?
Yes, it's the smell and the flavor.
And the flower, what color is the flower?
It's a little purple.
Okay.
And native bees will feed on the flowers in the summertime. So right now, you can see how beautiful, with the snow, it looks so pretty. And so it's better to have that instead of just having green grass that doesn't give any protection or beauty to your yard.
So let them go, and the birds will then enjoy the seeds this winter.
Yes.
You brought another picture along of butterfly milkweed after a snow.
Yeah, and that's the main. It's hard to see it because only the trained eye can see where the butterfly milkweed is. But it's where I had my sign. This is in our front yard.
Yeah.
I usually put signs for people to look at, and so you can see that there is a lot of cover for birds, even right now.
In the milkweed.
Yes,
right,
the milkweed, and we have asters, we have sunflowers. So in that little area that you see there are also purple coneflowers. They're the ones that are kind of showing the seed heads. Those are really good for finches.
By leaving these native plants all winter long in your yard, not cleaning it up, you are actually providing shelter for the birds, and you're providing food for the birds, correct?
Yes.
Then they will resprout again. The plants will resprout again in the spring. Should you cut them back in the spring?
Yeah, we do that. You can go little by little. And if you need to cut some, I'm not saying to keep everything, but if you need to cut some, start anytime you want and pile whatever you cut. So there might be some insects there in your stems, but the best time to get rid of everything is right before when plants start sprouting in the spring.
Okay.
In
all right.
early spring.
Then you got one more picture you want to show. This is goldenrod with gall.
Yeah, I thought that was really neat. I found this one growing. We have a plot with native plants in a sunburn field, and it was amazing to me to see the goldenrod. There were maybe, I don't know, like maybe 50 stems, and every single one had a gall.
So, okay, the gall, it's like if you can't see this on the radio, but it looks like a big pimple on it.
Yes, a round grows in the stem, and it has a little hole because maybe a woodpecker or a chickadee had come to feed on the larva of a little fly, native fly, that was living in that little gall.
So even though the gall is disfiguring the goldenrod, it still is providing food for the birds because the larva is in there.
But it makes it so much interesting. It looks so pretty to me. To my eyes, everything that in nature has something special. Instead of having your stem with no form, you have this little gall.
Okay, I see gall. Some of the oak trees have galls on them too. So are the birds feeding on the larvae in the gall of the oak tree also?
Yeah, they're very tiny. Yes, they do. And I don't know how they do it, but they find them. They know where to find their food. And oaks are a really good example because they are really, they support a wide variety of butterflies and moths.
Oak trees do?
Yes, they do. They serve as food in the summer.
Yeah. Okay.
And I just want to add something else because I use native plants not only to feed the birds to beautify your garden, but also you can make little ornaments.
Yeah, ornaments.
With them.
Right, you can, and you made a wreath. What is that made out of?
This is made out of a Virginia creeper.
Virginia creeper?
Yes. And they can be very aggressive. I know that some people don't like them because they grow in trees.
I love Virginia creepers, but you know what? I've got so many Virginia creepers on my property. And then I went into Home Depot a couple of years ago, and I saw they were selling little pots of Virginia creeper for $15 a pot, and I've got them growing wild.
Yeah, so I like to have these ones and you can put them in windows.
Okay.
And then birds will stop from running into your windows. Because when they see an ornament.
Nadia, thank you so much for coming by. We're out of time, but you can go to facebook.com/native plants and more.
Yes.
For Nadia's Facebook account. Thank you so much, Nadia.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.